When I first started in real estate, I was both nervous and excited of what was to come. There was not all this social media and other online platforms to see how everyone else was doing as a comparison like we get to see in this immediate finger on the pulse style of investing that many people are so used to these days. When you're just starting out in real estate and you see so much success, it's natural that you want to jump in and be a part of all these wins. However, I would caution you that that is not always the key to being successful. Understand that being a successful investor is not about jumping in head first and just buying things because that's what you see others doing on social media or on TV. Sometimes it's about sitting back, learning, and assessing the situation. Sometimes being a successful real estate investor or any type of business owner is the one who actually doesn't buy anything or do anything at all, but actually waits for the deal to form in front of them. Maybe it's you looking at a multifamily, single family, flip, wholesale, or BRRRR property and saying, you know what? I'm not sure that this actually aligns with my numbers, and I don't think I'm gonna do this deal, and I think I'm gonna pass. Recently, I see many people throwing out their rules just because they're afraid they will not get another deal again. So they go ahead and they buy the deal. The problem with doing that is quite possibly you just took someone else's problem and you now made it your problem. And this problem may not be easy to get out of as it was to get into. If you're invested or wanting to start investing in real estate, be very careful when trying to be successful during these times. I'm gonna run through some things that you need to be aware of, and I'm gonna tell you why you need to be careful. In the market that we're in right now, we're all hearing everything is a boom. All we're hearing is prices are going up. All we're hearing is millions of dollars are being made and appreciation is sky high. We're hearing money is being made left and right and you can't lose. But here's my question, how? How can this be true when you see people not being able to afford to live on a daily basis? Can we actually assume that this will never end? When you hear this from people but see factual information that does not support this information, it's a clear sign that you need to be careful. Point blank, you need to be careful because it's impossible, without even needing to give you statistics or any data, it is impossible that it is just going to keep going up and up and up. From what we've seen with past markets, they go up, they come down. They go up, they come down. That's what happens. There's no choice or opinion that will change this fact, so you have to be careful. If you want to become a real estate investor, be aware that you are entering a market that is extremely difficult, specifically right now. Not because there's no business. I mean, there's business everywhere. But more importantly, because there's no inventory on both the commercial and the residential sides to even do business. The lack of inventory, even though there is business, in turn means there's really no business. If there's no inventory, nobody is able to buy real estate because there's no movement of the product. Now, I know many real estate investors that are now getting part-time jobs, if not quitting altogether, because they can't pay their bills because there's no deals for them to close and they're not able to survive. Now, just to be clear, be careful doesn't mean do not invest. Be careful just means be careful and have precautionary steps to be safe in case something doesn't go the way you wanted it to. Always have multiple exit strategies when buying in these types of markets. I'm still investing in real estate right now, but I am so cautious on what I'm purchasing, and I'm so cautious on the numbers. And if the numbers look barely good or just a little bit good, I'm not interested. If it makes sense, I will still buy it, but the difference is being very careful versus just investing and assuming markets are just gonna keep going up. As real estate investors right now, I do not think that we should be betting on appreciation, and I don't bet that prices will keep going up. Remember, like I said earlier, they have to come down. The only problem is we just don't know when. We don't know when interest rates will go up. Just wait and see how the markets are gonna change when that happens. The stock market and the real estate market is going to change dramatically. Right now, you're getting interest rate in the low 2s and 3s, right? What do you think is gonna happen when that goes to 5s or 6s or maybe even 7s? What's gonna happen to those numbers? I do not look at myself as a doomsday type approach person. I'm actively buying properties right now, but my radar is up. And I am making sure that any deal I look at passes all of my qualifications. And I always have multiple exit strategies in case I need them. It's not if it pops, it's when it pops. If you want to know what types of deals I'm investing in, feel free to leave me a comment or send me a message, and I'm happy to share with you what I'm doing, and maybe even we can do some possible collaboration. I'm Steve Rozenberg, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.